your daily updates. Newsman Dennis Daily offers his take on the events of the day in another daily video blog.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. I've seen a lot of out-of-state license plates here in Palm Springs because even though this is not our tourist season, it's in the winter, a lot of people are going through here on vacation. And I started thinking about all the marvelous vacations my dad was able to provide for my mom, my sister, and me over the years. We often went to visit his brothers in Washington, D.C. That was 700 miles, and before the interstate system, we did it in 2.5 days, spending the end of the first half day in Richmond, Indiana with a great aunt, and then making our way to Washington, D.C., often stopping in Washington, Pennsylvania, going from Washington to Washington to Washington. But when they started some of the interstate system, we could make better time, and we found that there was a motel exactly to the mile halfway between Washington, Indiana, and Washington, D.C. It was on Old Highway 40 in Ohio, in a little town called Norwich. And Norwich was on Old Highway 40, the old national road, and it was driving that road, particularly during my childhood, that made me love geography and maps so much. But back to Baker's. My dad thought it was kind of magic that it was exactly halfway. My mom loved it because Baker was her maiden name. One morning in the 60s, we were rudely awakened at 7 in the morning by bulldozers. We wanted to sleep in late that day, but that was when Baker's started expanding. Eventually, it became a pretty massive place. We would drive on through Zanesville, the pottery capital of America, across the old Y Bridge, which is what Zanesville is best known for, then on through the mountains. Gradually, they added more and more interstate, often putting it right beside Old Highway 40. Now you have to figure out where 40 used to be. A lot of it's been 4-laned, some of it is deteriorating, but there are still some wonderful old stretches that remind us of America's heritage and of her classic old motels, of which Baker's is a very, very good example. It's still open, but of course, not that many people go there. They pass by on the interstate on their way somewhere else, but boy, what memories. I'm Dennis Daily with your Daily News Update.